welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Welcome to Deep Dive December. I'm your host, Mom in the Basement, doing a little bit of glam and doing a little bit of gab. And today, it's going to be more gab because I have pickleball. I have to go to pickleball, so I'm not putting on too much makeup. In fact, I've been down here hanging out at my glam station, totally quiet house. It's just me and Zena the cat. The boys are out sledding. Isn't that fun? I think that's really fun for the brothers to do together, the 19 and almost 17-year-old. It kind of warms my heart. All right, so anyway, the house is quiet, so yay. But I do have to get to pickleball, so I need to rock and roll through this video where we are going to be taking a deep dive into my lip oil collection. And of course, I'll probably be going off and gabbing on and on about anything that comes to my mind because that's usually what I do here in the Gen X Glam and Gab station. So let's start off with, it is really kind of dry here and where I'm in winter wonderland. So I'm trying to take extra care in my skincare routine. I'm trying to, be very conscientious about using moisturizers that really do have some skin loving ingredients in them and just giving my face as much moisture as I can in the AM and the PM. Today, since it's a non-makeup-ishy day, although I did do some color correcting and a tiny bit of creamy contour, just not like liquids, right? Just kind of like creams to give myself a pop of color to come on here and chat with you guys. But I used my Shiseido White Lucence brightening creams today because normally I use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream because I do believe in the magic. I do believe it's an excellent primer. Makeup sticks really well to that magic cream, but I'm not going in with that beat today. I'm like, okay, let's rotate through stuff. I got this bad boy. It's quite big. It is the Shiseido from their White Lucent line brightening gel cream. It came in a bundle. So if you're a collector, I just wanted to say this. If you're a collector, you're getting into collecting skincare, makeup, I don't know, maybe whatever, be very careful before you buy one piece to your collection. Let's talk specifically within the makeup and skincare, because chances are you might be able to wait for a gift with purchase for a particular brand to come out and give you a whole bag of stuff, or a bundle that they've bundled stuff together and they're selling it for a cheaper price. I mean, now I tend to only buy my holy grails on an individual basis. Otherwise, if I want to try something in a brand, I sort of wait for the gift with purchase or the bundles to come around. And that's exactly how I got this big cream. I think it was because it was bundled in with the skincare with their sunscreen. And I think they were really trying to push the sunscreen, so they threw this in there. And then this I did buy individually, though. This is the used points. I redeemed points from my Shoppers Drug Mart stash, but this is the Shiseido White Lucent Under Eye Cream that also is supposed to be brightening. So I've gone ahead and done that, and now, let's get into this. Let's take a deep dive into my lip oil collection. I have organized the whole glam station. I have been talking about it for the past 2 weekends, if you're following my story real time. Now on my glam station is all of like my faves. Let's call it that. Let's call it my faves, my holy grails, and then like the backup team to those. So all within my line of sight or reach. And then in other various parts of my basement here, my glam basement, I've got a lot of these 3-drawer plastic little dressers, right, that I've been carrying around for years and years as I've moved around and repurposed them for so many things. And now they are holding bins of makeup. So I've got palettes and blushes and bronzers and lip stuff. It's all organized. Some drawers have brand drawers, like Elf has a brand drawer, P. Louise has a brand drawer. So Charlotte Tilbury, she's in her treasure chest. I have managed what I don't use on a daily basis for Charlotte, which that stuff is out in front of me. The product is hanging out in a drawer in one of the treasure chests because I do not want to lose my Charlotte Tilbury stuff. All right, let's get into it. Now I have notes, okay? I'm gonna try not to read like a college professor, but I did want to take a deep dive, we're in deep dive December, into my lip oil collection. So I've made this document. It has extremely large font, so I can see it where I've got brand, cost, applicator shades, oils, notes, and my ranking 1 to 10, with 10 being the best. So I don't know, I probably have 18 lip oils. Don't tune out. It'll go fast. And if you want to see this document, because maybe I won't go into uber detail, it's uploaded on the Gen X Glam and Gab Discord channel, which, come on, guys. I know there's some of you out there that are on Discord. I'm going to post the link again. Discord is an interactive social media forum, meaning we have chats real time. Somebody pops on, they ask a question, they share a screenshot of an advent calendar they bought. We have discussions over there. There's only 29 of us, but I am honoring the giveaway that I said when I started the Discord channel. The 50th member is going to get an epic e.l.f. care package. And I have more stuff coming from e.l.f. this week. I went a little crazy on restock from e.l.f., but I had in mind, I want to just get this e.l.f. care package where it's situated. It has a spot in the glam closet down here in like a little Shoppers Mart blue bag where I have stashed the stuff that's supposed to go in that giveaway, and it's been sitting for a year. So and it's got to be, though, it's got to be a USA or Canada giveaway, I have to say, on the Discord. 50th member, USA or Canada, you're gonna get an epic, super epic e.l.f. goodie bag. All right, so let's get into this. Let's start with my Essence lip oil. Essence, as we know, very affordable drugstore brand. This cost me $5. I rated the applicators because, to me, like, a lot of it has to do with comfort. And, you know, this is the first thing that touches your lips, right? The formula is on the applicator. So is it comforting? Is it too rigid? Is it just like, for example, in the Essence one, I did buy an Essence lip oil where the plastic tip was coming through the top, and it was not comfortable. So on the tip, I gave this, like, on the applicator for Essence, it's not bendy, it's not super soft. It is quite large. It is, whoops, I would call that definitely a large, extra large applicator, but there's no bend to it. There's no give. And to me, that just, I don't know, it's not my favorite. I really like the bendy, soft, oversized applicators. I still gave it an 8 though, because this formula is amazing. It's got hyaluronic acid. It has jojoba oil. My favorite. Raise your hand if jojoba oil is your favorite skin loving ingredient when it comes to, you know, that in our makeup, skincare, lippy products. My hands up. What else does it have? Vitamin E. It is a really, it is very hydrating, and it gives a nice little gloss finish. Now, gloss lip oil tends to be on the stickier side. A good lip oil shouldn't really be too sticky. And it can give you a gloss depending on which oils they used to make it. I'm going to link my DIY. My DIY, I've made my own lip oils. I did that early on in the channel's existence. Didn't get a lot of views, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna link that video. And I don't have one of my DIY lip oils out. I haven't made one for a while, but I have been using them and going through them. And my son was like, why aren't you using your own DIY lip oil in your deep dive lip oil video? I'm like, I don't know. All right, so there it is with Essence. Let's go. And the price was $5, if I didn't say. And Essence has so many. They have a wide range. They have many shades. From this particular one, their Hydra Kiss lip oil, it has 4 shades. But like I said, they have a spectrum of lip oils. This is just, you know, one part of their collection, their Hydra Kiss collection that comes in 4 shades. All right, let's look at my lip oil from Wet n Wild. I have, you know, sort of an orangish, what are they calling it? Orange Blossom. It cost me $5. The doe foot is oversized, very soft, and a super flexible tip. Like, look at it. It's bendy, bendy, bendy. Has a really nice scent to it. Let's see. We have 8 shades. So $5, 8 shades. Some of the oils inside that Wet n Wild's putting in: ginger, raspberry, avocado, sunflower oil. And they say that's just to name a few of the 7 oils that go into the Wet n Wild formula. It's hydrating. It's slightly pigmenting. It's slightly pigmented. It gives a nice sort of soft, glossy finish, and it is very hydrating. I gave it an 8 for all of its skin-loving ingredients, for its price, for its shade range. All right, here we go. This is recent. We got this Quo Beauty Lip Oil. It's pH changing. We got this in one of, I wanted in a giveaway, Quo Beauty, and it, very small applicator, not very bendy. It will cost you $8. It has 3 different shades. It's starting to change there. It does have jojoba oil, and it's got that going for it. So it's marketed pH adjusting pigments that create a customized shade for the person that's wearing it. I gave it a 5. Small applicator. I do like, I love the pH balance stuff. I love that stuff. But for some reason, this just didn't do it for me. I mean, like I say, it was free. I didn't buy it. But, I mean, this applicator is so tiny. I mean, if you want to, I guess, get in and do, like, precision, maybe you'd line your lips with it. That might be kind of fun. And then fill it in with something else. But, yeah, I only gave this a 5. Mainly because of the small applicator. And, yeah, just, I'm going for the comfort. All right, let's get into Juvia's Place. This came in a mystery box. I love it. Total oversized applicator. Has a nice little scent to it, but it doesn't, the applicator's not really, there's no bend here, but I love the doe foot on it. It has in it vitamin E, very affordable. You can get this anywhere from $5 to $10, depending on, you know, if they're running a special on their website, which I've seen this go for as low as $5. 6 different shades. I gave it a 6. I thought I had a great shade range, a great, nice, glossy finish. But I felt like I have to reapply it often. So I gave it a 6. Next in line here is Hard Candy, very affordable, coming in at $8. It has an oversized doe foot applicator, but again, it's another one that's rigid. There is no bend given on that, but it is fun. It's got vitamin E, squalene, and jojoba. This one is their watermelon. It smells amazing. There's 6 different shades. I gave it a 5 due to, again, the rigid applicator of it all, and I felt it was another one that kind of wears off quickly, and I have to keep like sort of staying on the reapplication. All right, let's get into the next one. If you haven't noticed, I'm going from like cheapest to most expensive in my collection. So we started with the Essence and Wet n Wild, which were 2 cheapies, and then we're building up. We are now, my friends, at e.l.f. I have three of my e.l.f. Lip oils out. If you've been following the e.l.f. store, they retail for $8. We have 10, 10 plus shades, 10 shades of their, they call it their Glow Reviver lip oil. And then there's some special editions like this one here, the Glow Revival. This is Jelly Pop. You know, they've got their Jelly Pop primer. There's a Jelly Pop collection. I'm going to go ahead and put the Jelly Pop on. This, my friends, you probably will not be surprised that I gave a 10. e.l.f. knocked it out of the park in every category. $8, very affordable. It's got the doe foot. It's oversized. It's super soft. It's super bendy. I love the bendy. That's just me. Maybe some people don't mind the rigid applicators, but I like to be able to bend with the curvatures of my lips. It is so comforting. I keep one of these in so many of my different bags and desk drawers. I really, really, really think that this is e.l.f. is the lip oil of the year. Just my opinion. All right, moving on. Let's keep moving on. We're moving into Revolution. I've put that on, so I can't really put many more on my lips unless I wipe it off. Revolution. This has, let's see, how many shades are we talking about here? 3 different shades. It's in the $10 range. This is their coconut. It's an oil / gloss. It's supposed to give you a nice sort of glossy finish. It is not sticky. I gave it a 7. It's got cherry, raspberry, jojoba oil. It's got a high shine, non-sticky gloss oil, hydrating type formula. I like it. It came in something though. I want to say it might have come in one of my giveaway baskets. I wouldn't buy like the full line of this. Again, it's the rigid applicator. I can't get past it. All right, NYX fat oil. Okay, here it's coming in. You know, NYX is just not as, it's just not as affordable as e.l.f. on so many different levels. Like, you know, let's look at the e.l.f. Oh, I don't think, like, I love these Pro Fix-It. Oops, this is e.l.f. Hi. Hello. Where's my Pro Fix-It pen? Here. Let's look. All right, so here's my $4 green color correcting sort of liquid formula from e.l.f. $4. And I love my Pro Fix-It pen, but this was more in like the $10 range. And I know one's a crayon. Okay, I get it. Like one's a crayon, completely different formula. One's a liquid, but this is double the price of the e.l.f. So I don't know. I just feel like that's the deal with their lip oils too. Like if NYX could just bring their price point down a couple of bucks on so many different of their products, I would buy more NYX than I buy e.l.f. I'm just, that's just me. This comes in, let's see, how many shades did I count on the NYX Fat Oil? Eight different shades. And again, this is a non-tingly, non-plumping. So don't, you know, this is their NYX Professional Fat Oil. I don't even know what shade it is. It smells like a raspberry. It's got the oversized doe foot. It's not a super soft or bendy applicator, not like the e.l.f. This is, I gave it a 7. It's got squalene, rubus seed oil, raspberry oil. It's slightly pigmented, non-sticky, glossy finish. They say 12-hour hydration. I will give it that. It has some staying power. It truly does. But again, this is the only one in my collection. And as you can see, this is just 3 of the e.l.f. ones I have. I have probably 3 or 4 more at least scattered in various different bags of mine. All right, let's move on to one of my absolute favorites of the year. This one's almost gone. It's from the Lip Bar. It's got jojoba oil in it. It's called the Prototype, and I love this thing to death. It's a tube applicator, but it delivers a really nice, I'm going to swatch a little bit. Look at that shade. I mean, it comes in 4 different shades. It's hydrating. It's almost like a lipstick because it does have that nice pigment and it has staying power. I love this thing. I'm going to repurchase it. It comes in at the $12 price range. So it's middle of the line in terms of price, but I gave it a 9. Mid-range in price, but pigment is amazing. Feels like a multi-purpose oil gloss lipstick. These are my comments. Very nourishing, worth the price. Hope the Lip Bar launches more shades. Those are my comments. If you join the Discord channel, you can get my spreadsheet here. It's in a PDF form, and you can read about this. Flower powered. There's a lot of great skin-loving organic ingredients going on. Conditioning, sheer look. It's truly one of my personal favorites. All right, let's look at this Kosas one. This came in a Sephora fave, so I did not buy it. I would never buy this. Tiny, tiny little applicator, just like the Quo Beauty one. Not very bendy. This has some pigment to it. There it is right there, the Quo. I gave this thing a 4. I gave it a 4. Cost $12. No, excuse me. Now we're getting in the 20s. Cost $22. Small sponge tip, not flexible. It's got avocado oil, which avocado cushions and moisturizes. So it's got that going for it. And primrose, hyaluronic acid, which locks in water. Peptides to plum, kojak root that creates a barrier between the lips and the environment. But I just said it's expensive for the volume. You don't get that much. I don't like the small applicator, and I find that the formula is pasty. All right, let's move on to 2Faced. 2Faced gets a 9 from me, so I'm sort of jumping around on my chart now. I love 2Faced. I like in the middle range. So we've got drugstore e.l.f. by far, and e.l.f. by far probably of everything that I've bought probably takes my number 1, like most fave. But this is right up there. This is right up there. It costs $22, so it's not an oversized doe foot, but it is soft, and the applicator is very bendy. And by far, the 2Faced Kiss Jelly Glosses, they have like the most fun like fragrances and like just flavors, if you will. Has jojoba oil in it, so woohoo. So I have noted a favorite in my collection. The price is not like over the top. It has a gloss and nourishing finish. I love the shade choices. They smell amazing. Like this one gets #1 out of all the lip oils for smell. It's not pigmented. It's not pigmented, but you get a real hydrating, moisturizing feel to it. All right, my next favorite, and this Clarins is right up there. Clarins, I gave it a 10. So of all the high-end, this is definitely my favorite high-end lip oil, and it's right up there with e.l.f. and like what I want to grab when I want some comforting. It comes in 8 shades. Oh, the 2Faced, sorry, 2Faced comes in 6 shades. The Kosas actually comes in 11 shades. I don't know if that's a typo. Gosh, they made 11 shades of that formula. All right, Clarins, it has 8 standard shades, and then it has 2 shimmery shades. It's got jojoba, hazelnut, sweetbriar rose. It's ultra soft tip, super conditioning, very comforting. I mean, this, look at that. Look at that. So bendy. I love this formula. I love this applicator. Clarins hit it out of the park for me this year in the lip oil department, but let's not stop there. I went a little bit bonkers with the Clarins lip oil. I bought both of their these are called their water lip stains. I bought both. These are the only 2 colors. They have these like little brush sort of applicators, and they're 77% water. They're rich in plant ingredients, and they're like a little bit of a stain. So I like to put these as a base down and then put like a gloss over it or a lipstick over it. So then when I have transfer, I still have a little bit of the stain down. The other lip oil that hit it out of the park for me from Clarins is their Intense line. So in the Clarins Intense lip oil, these are their pigmented collection. There's there's 8. There are 8 of these very small. Oh, I gave the lip stains a 6. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have bought them both. I mean, they're great, but I think that the Click pens or the CoverGirl lip stain pens that we saw come out this year accomplish something very similar. You can get a base color stain on your lip and go over it with something else to keep your staying power. So very small applicator, but I'm going to go over that e.l.f. because I want to show you the color. You just let this dry down, and it does have staying power. I gave it a 7. So it's the 01 Intense Nude Lip Comfort Oil. It has great pigment and it has great staying power. All right, we need to get going because we have to fly through this. Here is my Guerlain, my beloved Guerlain brand. I gave this thing more like an 8. It has the super bendy applicator. It's got the shade range on this is 6 different shades. It comes in at $40. By the way, all 3 of these Clarins products, the lip stain, water lip stain, the Intense lip oil line, and their regular lip oil, they all come in at the $38 price point. Yeah, I love the Guerlain, don't get me wrong, but I think it's kind of, it's $40. I would rather buy another Clarins. Did I just say that? For the money. And lastly, well, not lastly, let's look at the Charlotte Tilburys. These come in at $40. This is the rose sort of hued one, and this is just her classic OG. I mean, it's expensive. They are. Look to get these in a mystery box or a bundle. They have roll-on applicators. I gave them an overall 7. But and they are good for day and night, so there's that added benefit to them. And then the last one we're going to look at, and I was going to say too, if you just want to try the formula for Clarins, you don't get the oversized applicator when you buy their 4-pack of their, let's just call it a Clarins Discovery Pack. But you do get the formula, which is quite nice. So I don't know. I think that this thing retails in the, I don't know, maybe you can get it for under $40. Let's look at the last one, the Haus Labs, also pH balance formula, pH balance changing. This thing, it's there. This came in a Sephora Faves. It's not a favorite for me. Let's look at the shade range. You can get this in a mini, or you can get it in the full size. So there's 5 full-size shades, 3 mini shades. It's $26 full size. It's $60 for the mini. It has squalene to soften, peril to boost hydration. Has a moisturizing finish, but the pigmented, the pigment in this thing, I feel like leaves too much of a stain on my lips. It's just too much. I'm not in love with the applicator. It's not oversized. It's small. It's a small doe foot. But it is bendy. Let's give it that. It is quite bendy. It's the bendiest of all the small applicators that I have, that I can compare it to in my collection. Wow, we went entirely longer than I thought. I truly thought we were going to rock and roll through this thing. Well, I've got to go. I got to get off to pick a ball. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a fantastic time doing it. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next video.